Hi, realistic fiction writers. Welcome back to another week of realistic fiction writing with Miss Gage. I am so excited to be continuing another week with you because this week we're going to be creating a new realistic fiction series. Today, as series writers, we are going to investigate what makes realistic fiction writing really realistic. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back and take a minute to celebrate being authors. You're an author. You created an entire realistic fiction series just like Barbara Park and Junie B. Jones. Take a minute to find someone in your house and introduce yourself to them saying, "Hi, I am the author of the series." As soon as you have done that, make sure you come back and restart playing this video. Friends, let's remind ourselves, what is realistic fiction? Realistic fiction is a type of writing where the characters are made up, but they're characters that could exist in real life, and their behaviors are realistic. The story could really happen, and it could happen today. The settings and the events could exist in real life. The author is writing about a character. Keep all of this in mind as we continue with realistic fiction writing today. All right, writers, you know what to do? Attentoscopes on. Today, I want to teach you that realistic fiction writers often study what makes realistic fiction so real. Then, they call on their own experiences to write their stories, and their stories that seem real. Let's take a look back at one of our favorite books from the series, Junie B. Jones. I'm going to continue reading a couple pages from Junie B. Jones is a beauty shop guy today, and I want you to be asking yourself, what does Barbara Park do that makes this feel so realistic? All right, let's jump in. I'm going to reread a page we read last week and continue with a new page this week. Okay. They were sitting at the breakfast table. People, guess what? I am changing my name to a brand new different name. And it is the loveliest name I ever heard of. Mother was feeding my baby brother named Ollie. Daddy was reading his paper. They did not pay attention to me. I climbed up on my chair and shouted my new name real loud. Pinky Gladys Gootsman. My new name is Pinky Gladys Gootsman. Just then, Daddy looked over the top of his paper, because now he was paying attention. "Excuse me? Can you run that by me one more time?" he asked. "Your name is Pinky Gladys what?" I clapped my hands real happy. "Gootsman," I shouted, very thrilled. "Pinky Gladys Gootsman. And so from now on, everybody has to call me that, or else I will not even answer. Okay, Daddy? Okay?" I hugged myself. Isn't it just the cutest name you ever heard of? Because Pinky is the loveliest color I ever saw. Plus, Gladys Gootsman is the snack lady at school. And so, who wouldn't want to be named after that woman? That's what I would like to know. Daddy shook his head. "I don't know. That doesn't really sound like a good idea to me," he said. I did a frown at that guy. All right, friends, I'm going to pause right there. Let's investigate what the author of this book did that made it feel so real. Take a look at the screen where I've projected page 2. In red, I circled breakfast table. The setting of this part of the story is a breakfast table, and you know what? A breakfast table is a real place. It's not a rocket ship or a moon surrounded by aliens. This setting feels very real, and it could happen in real life. What else? I've also boxed in blue Mother, Ollie, and Daddy. And you know why? Because these characters would make sense in real life. I know a lot of families that have a mother and a daddy and a brother. Not every family, but I know some. Ollie is not an alien with 3 heads. This could totally happen. Let's investigate the second page and see if we can see anything Barbara Park did that makes this feel realistic. On the second page, I clapped my hands real happy. I shouted very thrilled. I hugged myself. Daddy shook his head, and I did a frown at that guy. And you know what? These characters are behaving like ordinary people doing ordinary things. There are no superpowers, there are no talking animals, and there are no magical wands. This is not Harry Potter because Harry Potter is not realistic fiction. All right, friends, it is that time. We're going to take everything we just learned from the author Barbara Park, and we're going to hone it and bring it into our brand new series. Today, we're starting a new series, and this is my challenge for you today. First, I ask you to think of a new pretend character. Then, take them on a new, believable adventure. And last, think about what is going to make your story realistic. All right, I see teeny tiny Bitmoji Miss Gage saying, practice with me first and then you try. Alrighty, I'm going to flip my camera around and I want you to see what I have already practiced doing today to make my brand new series realistic. Here's what I've started, and it's not done, it's just what I have so far. I have my new setting, apartment 3A, with my new character, Sam. And this is what I've written so far. Sam D lived in apartment 3A on Richmond Street in Chicago. He had just turned 7 and loved sports, but was lonely. He wanted a dog. Okay. One chilly day, Sam was looking out the window when he spotted his dad's car pull up. His dad jumped out and yelled, "I have a surprise!" Sam was nervous. Here you can see Sam's dad yelling, "I have a surprise!" The car, and there's Sam in the window looking out of apartment 3A. And there's a sound coming out of this car. Woof. Interesting. Let's read on and find out what's going to happen next. Sam ran downstairs to the car. A puppy jumped out. Sam was so excited. And here you can see the car and a teeny tiny puppy. Woof! And here is Sam with a big gaping smile on his face. Amazing. Friends, do you see how I created a story with a character and a problem that could happen in real life? I did as much as I could to make the setting and the character's behavior as believable as I possibly could. Let's take a look at what you are going to be doing today on Seesaw as you start your brand new series. Alrighty, friends. Today, when you add a response on Seesaw, you're going to see 2 slides. On the first slide, your task is to create a brand new character for your series today. Please don't forget to draw a detailed picture of your new character in the bubble. Then, circle whether they're a boy or girl, add their name, and an age for your character. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. On the second slide, gets a little bit deeper. Remember, we want to make these characters believable, so we have to give them character traits. I have created a long list of character traits that you could choose from. And if you want to give your character a trait that's not even on the list, you can write that at the bottom. For my character, I chose a boy named Sam, and he is 7 years old. And I remembered to put all of that information in my story. For character traits, I chose the words sporty, nervous, and caring. I also wanted to do the word shy, so I wrote it at the bottom. Writers, I cannot wait to see these brand new series. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Don't forget to add a response on Seesaw, and I cannot wait to see a little bit of your work on Friday. Have a great day, friends. Good luck.